Okay, good morning. It is Sunday, April 4th, Easter Sunday, and I think I'm pretty close to finishing this project finally after months of research and scaling this down, and it's still not exactly to scale for N scale, but it's as close as I can get. What you're looking at here is Central Park in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Circa 1977. I tried to make it. Again, if people are from Johnstown looking at this, I'm sure they're going to say that's not even close to what it is, but it's not close to what it is now. But from the pictures I had to go with and the aerial shots I had and what I remember from the 70s era, I tried to make it as close as I could. Hopefully, when they look at it or somebody from Johnstown looks at it, they'll recognize certain features. What I really had to go with was Google Earth, and this was one of the best pictures I could find of the paths, and this was just taken this past year, so I'm sure it's not totally accurate to what it was in the 70s, but as you can see, I got the fountain in the center. I have this, I think it's a World War II memorial here. Put that in there, the gazebo as best as I could. I know it's not the scale of the gazebo that's in there now, but it's pretty close. So between that photo and this photo here of Google Earth, those were the two best ones that I could find. Trying to count up the trees was crazy. According to this, I have over 18, 19 trees, something like that. So I tried to fit them all in there as best I could. Again, I Google Earthed and got some sidewalk pictures of, what the park looks like today. That sidewalk there is not what it was in the 70s, but pretty close. The only things I have to finish right now is this eagle that would be on top of this monument right there. Also, I have to figure out how to make some of these cannons, which go next to that memorial there. And then I do have the water fountain in the center. There's one more. Oh, the Joseph Johns, City of Johnstown statue. I gotta find some type of either Revolutionary War figure and cut it down and put it on that podium right there. That's where the statue would be. And then lastly, they had a Civil War monument to the Northern troops, I'm sure, which was actually fenced in and placed in that area right there. So I'm gonna have to find some type of Civil War figure. But other than that, the park itself, the trees, the fountain, the gazebo, even the parking meters. I remember them being painted yellow, and they are on three sides of this because there was no parking on the one side. This was a one-way street next to Gloucester Brothers, which was a store in Johnstown that ran this way, and that was a one-way street, and no parking on that street. This was also a one-way street, but it was wider, and they had parking on this side. This would be Main Street, and back in the day, that was a two-way street. Now it's a double one-way street, but there was parking, so I have that in there as well. There were a few more trees back in the early 70s, but a lot of them had come down with weather and whatnot, so this is actually a work crew here replacing or filling in a hole where one tree was. So, but yeah, all in all, took several months, like I said, with the research and trying to go through old pictures and Google Earth. My niece helped me a lot. She works for the Tribune Democrat, and she took a lot of the pictures for me right from her office and walked through the park. And it's hard to do this when you're in Virginia and not close to the park and can get some up-close pictures. But for the most part, this is a 12 inches by 12 inches, and the scale, again, is N scale, which is 1 to 160 scale. So again, thanks for watching.